And then the affirmative team for the first round should be seated on the right-hand side of the judges, and the negative team on the left-hand side. So I hope that seating arrangement has been respected. Then let's keep our cross-examination peaceful, because there is a difference between a cross-examination and a shouting match. So don't try to out-compete your neighbor by out-shouting them, but try to out-reason them by answering their questions sufficiently. I think we are clear there. Let's not out-shout each other, but let's out-compete each other logically. So guys, I wish you the best as we debate to convince, not to confuse.
Honorable judges, worthy opponents, fellow debaters, and students at large, good morning. Resolved, this House believes that traditional birth attendants should be integrated into the formal health system. Can we afford to ignore the issue? No. Why? Because traditional birth attendants are ignored by the healthcare system, which is the formal one that we have in Uganda. Our worship judges, allow me to explain the key terms. Tradition refers to customs, practices, beliefs, and methods that are passed down from one generation to the next. Birth attendants. Birth attendants is an individual who assists mothers during childbirth and provides prenatal and postnatal care. A traditional birth attendant. A traditional birth attendant is an individual who assists a mother during childbirth, provides prenatal and postnatal care, but using traditional methods and practices. Integration. Integration means being combined and or incorporated into a large whole system or a structure. Health. Health is a state of complete well-being of an individual, socially, economically, physically, and mentally, not merely absence of a disease or infirmity. A system. A system is a set of interconnected components or elements that work together to achieve function or purpose. Our worship judges, my standpoint, I'm completely affirming. And the parameter, we are using parameter as Uganda. Our status quo is, currently in Uganda, there are traditional birth attendants, but they are not recognized by the healthcare system of Uganda. At what prevalence? According to the World Health Organization studies on maternal health in Uganda, for the year 2018 to the year 2019, it is estimated that 41.6% of all births are home-based, and significantly 40% of the births are done in rural areas by traditional birth attendants. Our worship judges, here is our plan. Our plan is to have traditional birth attendants integrated into the healthcare system. For how long? This is our time bound. Our worship judges, allow me split our time bound, and our time bound is 3 years. In our first year, we are going to do thorough research and registration of the birth attendants. And in our second year, we are going to do training and implementation. In our third year, we are going to do evaluation and employment. The following are the reasons as to why traditional birth attendants should be integrated in the formal health system. Our worship judges, here are our reasons. Number 1, increased accessibility, reduced costs, preservation of culture, trust, flexibility, holistic approach of care, community participation, postnatal care, community-based care, and emotional support. Our chief judges, allow me to highlight more about our points. Number one, I have increased accessibilities. These mothers in villages and traditional birth attendants are more used in rural areas. Why? Here, the government of Uganda has tried to focus much on the urban centers, whereby most of the hospitals and healthcare facilities are in urban areas compared to rural areas. So the traditional birth attendants have tried to help mothers in rural areas. So, and they are easily accessible. So why am I trying to bring a point of integrating them into the healthcare system? Is when we train these traditional birth attendants, because they have what they know and what they don't know. So when we train them, the mothers will easily access them in the villages, and we reduce more complications. Dear judges, I have evidence on my phone which is on table, whereby on 5th of May 2023, a woman, Mutesi, a 35-year-old resident of Kiwanyi village, nearby died. Why? She was pregnant of twins. She didn't get antenatal care, and in her report she says the health care facility was far away from her. So when she got the birth, when she got the labor pains, she was have done some research. So estimate for me the number of traditional birth attendants in Uganda. The number of traditional birth attendants in Uganda, we have over 360.
That is a lie, my dear judges. I have proof that currently in Uganda, the statistics of traditional birth attendants are around 11% to 17%. So she is lying to us. What they're trying to integrate really exist.
Give me an audience. We are not shouting, we are debating.
Yes.
I'm still talking. You're talking in percentages, and I'm talking out of the population in the country.
Yes. Honorable.
Give me an audience.
Okay. Honorable, what is the number of Ugandans we have currently? If you're giving me 300 and the number of Ugandans you have currently, 300 out of the number of
audience, and I answer you. I hope you need to be answered. Yes, give me an audience. I'm telling you, the traditional birth attendants we have, out of 100,000 population in Uganda, 360 traditional birth attendants. I have evidence. 100,000 Ugandans? Out of 100,000 Ugandans. Out of 100,000 Ugandans.
The population of Uganda is in billions, my dear judges.
No,
I'm not 300. The number of traditional birth attendants.
Excuse me.
Really little. So what they're trying to integrate,
are you understanding my point?
That does not, traditional birth attendants do not exist. Thank you.
They do exist, judges. I'm responding to your question. Traditional birth attendants do exist, but
thank you. I would like to inform our dear affirmers that if you arrive first in the battlefield, it does not mean that you've won. And from the great Solomon Jackson, he said that men more frequently require to be reminded than informed. And the great Thomas Maxon said that half knowledge is always dangerous than no knowledge. So I'm standing on this, and I am the principal speaker of the negative side. According to the resolution that we are having, which says traditional birth attendants should be integrated into the formal healthcare system, to us, the negators, I think we should just twist the resolution, because I believe traditional birth attendants should be banned and not integrated, because they are doing more harm than good. I would like to inform our dear judges that the affirmers that are here confusing us, there is no midwife in them. But with my team, I have 2 midwives with me that know what maternal and child health care is. as the negators, we are disagreeing with the resolution and we are standing on these reasons. The first one is lack of formal medical training. The second one is delays in seeking care. The third one is standardization and regulation challenges. The fourth one is potential undermining of skilled birth attendants. The fifth one is conflicting practices. And the sixth is resource allocation issues. The seventh is risks of reinforcing stigma. So I'm going to start with lack of formal medical training. You're telling us that these traditional birth attendants are doing a great job out there, but they have not formally been trained to do this work. They are doing it in the ancient ways that they have been doing it, the way it was, that's how it is, that's how it is going to be. That's not the case. That's not how it is supposed to be. Things have to change. My dear judges, from the Daily Monitor of Thursday, 30th May 2024, shows that the government has been banning these traditional birth attendants. I think right now we should not be arguing on integrating them. We should be looking for ways of getting them out of the system, because the government has been trying to ban them and get them out of the system. But because of you, the kind of people that are affirming this motion, that's why the traditional birth attendants are still in the system. That's why we are not getting them out of the system, and we are still getting mothers dying and babies dying every day because of their ignorance. So, the government of Uganda committed and said that the government of Uganda, through the Ministry of Health, is committed to ending preventable maternal and new deaths by 2030. They are not going to achieve this if we are still having traditional birth attendants, because our mothers are still going to go there to the traditional birth attendants, because you're going to integrate them. You're saying you're going to provide them with things they are going to use, so the mothers will not be encouraged to go to the healthcare facilities, but rather than going to the traditional birth attendants, and which is going to get to risk their lives.